What's up, everybody?
What's up?
Welcome back to another episode of Hargests on Deck.
Woo!
Today is a very special episode, as you can see. We are celebrating our 10th wedding anniversary.
Yeah, man.
What?
10 years.
I
Crazy.
know. That's so exciting. 10 years married to this wonderful
High five.
person. It has been a true delight to get to
delight.
spend that time with you.
Ditto. Is what I say to that.
But today we're gonna do something fun. We are going to react to our wedding video that was shot 10 years ago. It's been a while since we've seen this, but we wanted to celebrate this moment, this special occasion with you guys and get to see some old memories and even do a question and answer at the end of this video all about love and marriage and what we have experienced in this past decade.
Before we jump into the video, we have to give a huge shout out to Matt Giesler. He's the man. He was our videographer for our wedding, and we actually didn't have a videographer the week of the wedding. We didn't have anyone to film it, and he was a friend of a friend's. He jumped in and was amazing. But we were like fine with if you just hold your camera and get the shots, we'll edit it later. If we just have raw footage, we'll be happy with anything. But to our surprise, he spent the whole time we were gone on our honeymoon at putting together this wedding video for us. And when we got back, he had delivered it to, I think, your mom.
Yeah, our parents.
To our parents, and gave it to us as soon as we got back from our honeymoon. And it was amazing, and we can't say enough good things about him.
Yes.
So Matt, you're the man.
Thank you so much.
Can't thank you enough.
Happy 10 years.
Yeah, happy 10 years to you on this wedding video. We're kind of celebrating together.
That's the video we're gonna be reacting to right now, so you guys can watch along. We're gonna be stopping and starting and sharing memories. So here we go. All right, so this was the church. This is a church we still go to,
I know,
actually.
it's crazy. So many men's there.
I know. Okay, these place settings. Now, you guys worked so much on these place settings. Look
Shout
at
out to my mom, because I can't tell you how many hours she spent, hundreds of hours she spent putting this wedding together.
Because this was a wedding on a budget, which is totally possible. And all this stuff was like thrift stores, Goodwill type stuff.
All the decorations, basically, for the most part, most of the decorations were thrifted.
Yes.
But that was like my style back then. Like, I loved that style.
Yes, you did.
It's changed a little bit.
A little bit, but
Yeah.
it's still, looking back, it isn't, it's good.
It's not as thrifty looking, but I loved it back then.
And by the way, we're speaking our vows right now. That's one of the things that Ashley and I did was we actually wrote our own vows, and we're using that audio here. But yeah, I also wrote a song for Ashley back when we got engaged, and that's how I proposed to her. And I got to sing that at the wedding itself. So
My
that was
favorite
fun.
song ever.
Oh, it's so sweet. And Ashley, that was our ring bearer. She babysat Wilkes there for years. Now I'm sure he's all grown up now.
We just took pictures.
We did just take pictures.
These waters like 2 weeks ago for Easter, since we still go to this church. Oh, my bridesmaids.
Oh, we had what, like 8?
Yeah.
8 bridesmaids and 8 groomsmen,
Something
which
like
I thought
that.
was a lot back then, but nowadays there's a lot of big bridal parties. And this was a shot we got for before. We didn't see each other until the actual ceremony, but this was one of those like, oh, you peek over the balcony and you can see each other, but we didn't see
We were
each other.
afraid we were gonna accidentally.
I know, we're trying not to see.
We wanted it to be
all.
when we're going down the aisle.
Exactly. Oh,
Pastor Ray!
Yes!
He was the best. He was our college pastor at church, and we asked him to marry us, so we did premarital counseling with him.
Yeah.
And then he married us, and he's the best.
He is the best. Their whole family is awesome.
amazing.
Yeah.
His wife ended up catering our whole reception.
It was so good.
Yeah, they were the biggest blessing to us during this time.
Just so many good memories looking back on this.
The best day ever.
Look
at how cute you are. Oh, there's my dad. Shout out to Ski Ski.
Oh, man.
It's the same veil.
It is the same veil, yes.
Same.
Fancy. I don't fit into the same outfit anymore these days.
There's all your groomsmen.
There they are.
You miss them?
I do.
So many of them live far away now.
I know. Everybody's all far away.
I cannot wait to share life.
I love this. I love this part. She chokes up a little bit, cracks a little bit, and it's just so, it's so sweet. Aww, the first kiss is husband and wife.
We did it.
We did it. We got married.
I can't even put into words the feeling that I had in that moment. Like, I felt like it was a dream.
I know.
That I was finally married to my best friend. It was like the best. I can't even, it didn't even feel like real life.
It was amazing. Oh, side note there, I had a different hairstyle back then, and I decided to change it the day of the wedding. You can kind of see it on there. It used to be spiky. The back of my hair is spiky, and I kind of laid it over flat the day of. Didn't ask Ashley for any advice, and that could have been
tape it down for the wedding?
It'd be really scary. It could have been awful, but it worked out okay. The band!
The downtown band!
The downtown band!
They were amazing! We really wanted live music for our wedding, for our reception.
Absolutely.
And it happened. It was like so random how it happened and unexpected.
I know. We ran into an old friend at the grocery store.
Jessie Daniels.
That's right.
She's the one who we saw her at Costco, and she got us connected to this band.
Yes, and it was great because, again, it was one of those where everything worked out perfectly because we wanted this. And again, this is a wedging on a bullet.
It was a wedgie. A wedgie of a wedding.
A wedding on a budget, and it worked out.
Wedgie weddings will get you.
So this real quick, I paused it here because Ashley and I, for our first dance, we actually did a choreographed dance, which, you know, knowing our background, my background, was one thing that we wanted to do. It was fun for us to experience
choreography. I do not dance. I have married into a dancing family, and I'm very jealous of their ability to dance.
We had fun doing this. We had the whole thing choreographed, and then after this, we had a little bit of a exciting surprise with the rest of our wedding party came out. We did a flash mob, the whole dance.
It was so fun. Our wedding party, they were the best sports of doing this dance because they all had to learn it, and they were amazing.
Yes.
Krista!
I'm telling you, just so many good memories.
It was the best day ever.
Oh, I loved it. I loved Carter. This
was Brandon's best man.
Yes.
And he delivered the most amazing best man speech.
Yes, he did.
Caught the garter.
He's awesome.
Oh my goodness.
It's just this fun time. It's so exciting. There it is. And then we drove off in my dad's old convertible back then.
Didn't Derek like write a bunch
they
of
all did.
Signs,
they all decorated it. All of them. Yeah, it was fun.
Wrote all these signs.
So exciting! Thank you, Matt Giesler, for putting this together.
I know.
But yeah, we did it.
I know, we
got married.
Yep. And it is possible to throw a wedding on a budget.
Yeah,
there were some things that we did that I don't necessarily recommend, but
let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that. It's something that I was trying to save money. And I decided to order my wedding dress from China.
Yes.
And very risky, but it ended up working. I sent in pictures to this company, and they were gonna try to match it. I do have to say that it was nothing like the picture at all. The fabric was not even close. But it was okay.
It worked out.
It worked out, and what's so funny is it fit like it was a little bit tight the first time I put it on, but then like a few minutes later it was fine. We didn't have to alter it at all. The only thing my mom did was she changed the back a little bit. I think it was like straight across at first, and she like put it.
She customized it a little bit
to make it look a little better.
I will say we don't recommend that necessarily because one thing we didn't realize. So we got engaged in November. The wedding was in April, so not a lot of long turnaround time between there for planning. We ordered this wedding dress, or she ordered it, and at that same time happened to be Chinese New Year, which literally everybody...
The company didn't tell me that everything will be shut down, we will not be responding to you, it's gonna seem as if we took your money and ran.
They didn't say that.
Nervous.
We literally didn't hear from them for a while. I mean, a couple months, I feel like. It was scary because we thought, oh wow, we just paid some money, and they just said, haha, gotcha. And thankfully the dress showed up with like no time left hardly.
Yeah, I saw that DHL package on the doorstep. I said, yes, I can get married now.
I mean, there was not even a backup plan really. There was no backup dress, right?
I was gonna go to the Goodwills and find something.
But it worked out. I think we had a good time. I know we had a good time. I think our guests had a good time. But yeah, 10 years.
I know. There were just so many people who just made the day so special. Yes. And yeah, I feel so blessed.
That's the video. We wanted to share that with you guys and reflect since it has been 10 years for us. We have a couple of questions too. Some people have sent in. So we're gonna answer some of those. Give us a couple questions.
All right, first question. Yeah, thanks to everyone who sent in questions.
Yes, thank you.
We appreciate it. How did you two meet?
How did we meet? That was actually even longer. About 17 years ago, I believe. Wow. Is that right? I think 17 years ago. We actually met, well, we met officially at the same church, actually. But the first time I saw you was actually in a parking lot at Starbucks. I was with some friends, and there were a bunch of different groups of people out there. I don't know why. There were some people were hanging out at the Starbucks parking lot, but Ashley was in a group of friends across the parking lot. I saw her and I was like, who is that girl? I was asking my friends, like, who is that? She's beautiful.
Oh, right.
I still remember what you were wearing. I remember talking about this later, that I guess you actually saw me that night. She actually heard me coming out of Starbucks. I went in and I was complaining about the fact that they were charging for water.
He was coming out and I was going in and he said, they charge for water here? That's crazy. And I said, you are the one for me because I am very frugal as well.
Yes, no, we didn't actually meet that night, but I did see her, and later on, I actually was introduced by Carter, my best man. Yes, so
you're the man.
Yeah, and then we started talking.
Thank you for these 10 years.
We do really.
You and Jesus.
But we started talking and hanging out. We were friends for almost a year before we started dating, and that's kind of how we started. But we dated for like 6 years before we tied the knot.
Yeah.
So
tied it up.
That's right. So that's how we got met. That's how we got met. That's how we met.
Done how we done got met, y'all. Next question. Where did you go on your honeymoon? I have always wanted to go to Hawaii. Yes. Brandon had been there before. I had never been. So my problem was talking about being frugal. Hawaii did not have anything that was all-inclusive.
I know.
So it was like, do we want to go somewhere all-inclusive, not have to think about, money, and just enjoy? Or do we want to go to Hawaii? Never been there. Seems amazing. So we went to Hawaii.
We did.
And we tried to save where we could when we were there.
Yeah. Now, I will say, it was a blast. We had a great time. It was a fun week. We were also paranoid about spending any money at all. Looking back, I mean, why didn't we just...
But we went snorkeling.
We did. We did some fun things. Again, the wedding on a budget was also because we were trying to save money too. So honeymoon on a budget in Hawaii, we definitely walked. Not even get a cab. We walked to like Walmart a couple times.
We walked to Walmart a couple times to get like snacks and food so that we could get it as cheap as possible.
Yes.
And so we didn't go to like breakfast every morning. We got like Pop-Tarts.
We got Pop-Tarts, that's right, I remember that.
From Walmart.
Yes.
This was pre trying to eat better.
Yes. At this point, we're just trying to get it as cheap as possible. But
and that was our breakfast.
So looking back on those, we did go finally after like the very end, we went on one fancy like romantic dinner at the very end, and we should have done more of that, but it's fun stories looking back.
It was so fun though.
Every place we go, we're like, oh, it's our honeymoon, and people would give us like free things for our meals. We went to Red Lobster one day.
We did, because it was cheaper than some of the other fancy.
And we got like the biscuits and like soup. That was it. But they threw in like free stuff just because it was our honeymoon. So we had a good time, and yeah, like I said, we get to have fun memories. Let's do one more question.
All right. What is your favorite part about being married?
Oh, that's a good question.
I know, that is good. I would have to say Brandon is my best friend, and getting to wake up to my best friend every single day and just getting to be with your best friend all the time, and getting to have a teammate to go through life with, like someone who's always by your side, rooting for you, and when you get married, you become one. And so just getting to like go through life, all the ups and downs together as a team, as one, it's amazing. It's such a blessing.
It's awesome. And I agree with Ashley. I mean, it's getting to experience life together as a team it sounds cliche, but that is absolutely a joy. I mean, every time I look at her, I think, oh, I can't believe it. I win at life.
Right. I don't know about that.
Well, that was fun going down memory lane. I know it's a different video from our normal videos, but thank you so much for watching and seeing us react to this special moment. 10 years.
10 years.
It's a big, big time.
It's crazy.
So yeah, thanks for watching. If you like this kind of content, please let us know in the comments down below. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. We appreciate you being here. We're gonna say goodbye right now. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Or aloha.
Aloha. Right? That's right, that's right.
Because we speak that now.
Happy anniversary.
Happy Annie to you.
Aw. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys. Marry your best friend.